An important part of a distillation process is the overhead system, and one important piece of equipment in the overhead system is a condenser. A condenser in an overhead system is often referred to as an overhead condenser. The condenser is used to convert the vapors produced during distillation into a liquid. It does this by lowering the temperature of the vapors. One way that a condenser in an overhead system can be classified is by the type of cooling medium it uses to cool vapors from distillation towers. Among the media most commonly used are air, water, and refrigerant. One type of condenser that uses air to cool vapors is a fin fan or forced air condenser. During operation, motor-driven fans blow air around tubes in the condenser. Vapors from the tower flow through the tubes. The air absorbs heat from the vapors, causing them to condense into a liquid. The liquid or distillate then collects in a receiver. Water can also be used as a cooling medium. The water in a water-cooled condenser has the same basic function as the air in a fin fan condenser. This is a simplified illustration of a condenser that uses cooling water to convert vapors into liquid. The condenser consists of a shell, tubes, tube sheets which support the tubes, a vapor inlet, a cooling water inlet and water box, a cooling water outlet and water box, and a distillate outlet. The illustration also shows a receiver. During normal operation, cooling water enters the cooling water inlet, fills the water box, and flows through the tubes. The cooling water then passes through the outlet water box and leaves through the cooling water outlet. At the same time, the product vapors enter the condenser through this vapor inlet and flow around the tubes. When the vapors come into contact with the surfaces of the tubes, heat is transferred from the vapors to the cooling water in the tubes. As a result, the cooling water is heated and the vapors are cooled. This causes the vapors to condense on the tube surfaces. The distillate drips off the tubes and flows through the distillate outlet to the receiver where it collects. Refrigerant can also be used as a cooling medium. Like air and water, refrigerant absorbs heat from the hot vapors. A condenser can also be classified by the role it plays in a distillation system. For example, a condenser that condenses all of the vapors from a distillation tower may be called a total condenser. A condenser that condenses most but not all of the vapors from a tower can be called a partial condenser. In this topic, we looked at some of the reboilers and condensers used in distillation systems.